Hey, here we go again. Part 8 of the continuing saga of what is my flippin' CD collection. I hate to say it, but no, this is part 7, not part 8. Duh. I think this one's going to have to be in two parts. I don't think I can get all of the McCartney CDs in without dragging this on. I don't want the video to be too long. I did show like the McCartney box sets, like Wingspan, Good Time or Good Evening New York City, the box set anew in a previous video. So these are basically all my regular CDs, loose ones, singles and all that stuff. So without any more fuss and falter here, we are going to start. And I'd like to show like all the McCartneys together, but I can't because they're scattered. But we'll start this. The majority of these are all originals when they released them, so I'm just going to say that up front. If they're not, I'll let you know. But first one is McCartney. This is before they put bonus tracks on anything. Then we get into Ram. Like I said, all the archive remasters, those are going to end up later, because I'm just going through the boxes that I have them in. This one's a boot, but it's RAM and mono. Well, excuse me, it's a promotional piece, but see, promo use, not for sale. Yeah, okay. And this is the first issue of Wings Wildlife with 3 fabulous bonus tracks, which were Oh Woman, Oh Why, The B-Side of Another Day, of course, and Mary Had a Little Lamb, Little Woman Love, the singles. And we have Red Rose Speedway, which too had 3 fabulous bonus tracks, which you can see right there in the bottom. I Lie Around, Country Dreamer, and The Mess. Oops. One of these days, I'm going to figure out how to edit. But I just don't have time. Then we have the original issue of Band on the Run. Which, yeah, I was right. They don't list Helen Wheels on this like they didn't on the album. It's not even listed on the disc if you look, but it's on there. And we got another promo, Wings Live in Newcastle, which I think this one's been floating around for quite a while in various forms. Wings at the Speed of Sound with 3 bonus tracks. Which, God, that is weird looking. Which the bonus tracks, you know what? I gotta keep this moving. Venus and Mars, featuring 3 bonus tracks. The hell with the rest of the album, but it features 3 bonus tracks. Zoo Gang, Lunchbox, Odd Socks, and My Carnival. Then, this was the original issue of Wings Over America. It came on 2 separate discs. No clamshell case, none of that stuff. But they're all pretty, standard. Nothing fancy on the discs or anything. Well, because it's in here, I have the archive, Wings Over America. Funny thing about this is my wife left her Kindle open, and my granddaughter at the time, who was 3, I think, went up there and accidentally ordered this from Amazon from her Kindle, so at least she picked something good. But then I have London Town, which I think the bonus track in this was Girls' School. Yep. And Wings Greatest. You know, a lot of these I pick up just to complete the collection, you know. There's nothing worse than looking in your box and noticing you're missing one. Let's get back to the egg. Which, I think it was, I don't know if it was Joe Marv's or Me, Mr. Mayo, Beatle Vinyl 85, or Matthew Street's video. But they just recently went to the fest first weekend or end of March, early April. And they had mentioned they came across somebody there that had a Back to the Egg album that they got signed by Stephen Lawrence. And it had all 5 signatures on it. Guys, that's the second one I've seen. I did the same thing last year. I got Stephen Lawrence's on mine. One of these days when I get to my vinyl, I'll show it to you. But it has Paul, Linda, and Denny's autograph on it too. McCartney 2. With bonus tracks. Check My Machine and Secret Friend. It's another one of those Fame EMI CDs. And we have Tug of War. All of these were bought upon release. Pipes of Peace. Which this album gets a bad rap, but I don't mind it. And give my regards to Broad Street. Which the CD has a track on it, the album doesn't, I think, which is Goodnight Lonely Princess. Which I think in the movie is the song that's playing on the radio when he goes to visit the old guy above the pub. And we have Press to Play, which has 3 bonus tracks on it. Right Away, It's Not True, and Tough on a Tightrope, which are all available on 12-inch singles. All the best. The Russian album, which this one has 14 tracks on it. That's a whole nother story. I have Flowers in the Dirt. I also have the Japanese version of Flowers in the Dirt, which comes in a double CD case. This version, the CD is different, but also, you know, it has the normal stuff the Japanese stuff comes with, the you know, the paperwork and stuff. But the second disc has the studio version of P.S. Love Me Do on it. The rest of the stuff that's on there are B-sides and stuff like Party Party that came on various incarnations of 12-inch CDs and albums. But this one came with the studio version of P.S. Love Me Do, I know one of the CD singles has that on it live from the tour. But that one's the only one I know that has the studio version. Now, this one floors me. This is the American issue CD single for My Brave Face. And it's got the hype sticker promoting the Russian album, a couple of bonus tracks. The thing about this CD, and I don't understand it, is there are import CDs to this too that come in a thinner case. For some reason, the American issue of this CD is uber expensive. And when I say uber expensive, anywhere from $50 to $100. I don't understand why. I don't know if it got pulled when it came out. But yeah, if you find this and you can get it cheap, buy it. But you'll know the difference because this one says Capital on it right on the top, where the other ones don't. And the hype sticker's a big thing with that too. Moving right along, second single off Flowers in the Dirt, Figure of 8. This is a CD5. And if you notice, there's a hub holder for a special collector's 3-inch CD. And that's that. Came in its own thing. It's got different mixes of Figure 8, Rough Ride. This one here, this is the first CD I ever bought. And I only bought it because, well, one, it was McCartney. I didn't even own a CD player. But I never heard any of the 4 songs that are on it. But it's the Once Upon a Long Ago CD5. And it's got that song on it. And then 3 songs off of... a couple of songs off the Russian album. And the other ones that were on 12-inch versions of this. Then they have the CD single for this one. With a couple of bonus tracks. We have the CD single for Put It There, which the bonus tracks on this were Mama's Little Girl and Same Time Next Year. And moving in, we have Trippin' Alive Fantastic, clamshell case, double CD. There's the back. Okay, I have Trippin' Alive Fantastic highlights. Which is just a cheaper version of the other one. It's not the entire concert. And I also have another copy of that. Difference being, if you look, there is no difference. This CD, if you look up the Capitol catalog number for it, under country, is Tex Ritter. That's what's on this CD. It's Tex Ritter's Greatest Hits, and they, somewhere down the line, pressed it wrong. My brother-in-law is a DJ on a country station, and he gave it to me. I have the CD single for All My Trials. This is number 1. It's got different tracks on it than All My Trials number 2. And we get into the CD singles. All of these were singles off of, from the Flowers in the Dirt tour, Birthday. This is the one that has the live version of P.S. Love Me Do. And if you have the first issue of the cassette single, which somebody requested to see my cassettes, I'll show it. There's a misprinted version of this on the cassette single. And then Long and Winding Road. I have Liverpool Oratorio. And then the unplugged official bootleg, which there's the number. And you know what? At that, I think I'm going to bring part one of this video to an end. I don't want to make it too long. So that being said, that is McCartney all the way up into what, 1992-ish. Okay, I still have a lot more McCartney. So I thank you for watching. Hey, if you're not a subscriber, hit the button below, all that happy stuff. And everybody take care.